let's look at factorising algebraic expressions. Here I've got a sum, 12a plus 3b. Now, to factorise this would mean I have to take out the highest common factor of these two terms. If I look at 12a and 3b, they don't share a common variable, but they do share a common factor of 3. So I'll take 3 out the front, and then to factorise this, I need to think, right, what would I need to put in brackets so that when I expand the situation out, I'd come back to 12a plus 3b. So I need to think 3 times what would get me to 12a? Well, 3 times 4 is 12, but I want it to be 12a, so I'm going to put an a on the end there. And then next, I need to think 3 times what would get me to positive 3b. Well, 3 times 1 is 3, but I need to have a b on the end, so I'm going to put a b there, and a plus in the middle. Okay, so you've seen both of these situations before on the left and right. You've seen equations that are written like this, and then you've also seen equations that are written like this with brackets. Now, when you see an equation like one on the left-hand side, this is the expanded form. And on the right-hand side there, that is the factorized form. The main way to tell the difference is factorized means it is involving brackets. If you see an expression with brackets, it is likely to be in its factorized form. Now let's look at how to factorize expressions. So we've previously looked at finding the highest common factor. We're now going to use that to go a step further and factorize our expression. So let's look at our steps. Our first step says find the highest common factor. So I look at the two terms in my current expression and find the highest common factor. Well, I can see the highest algebraic factor is y. And then I look at my two numbers, 6 and 10. And the highest common factor of 6 and 10 is 2. Now I need to go to step 2, which says rewrite with the highest common factor out the front. I've already written down my highest common factor, so I'm going to write it in the form of highest common factor and then open brackets. And within the brackets, I'm going to put the terms such that I can expand to get back to what I have at the top. So I'm going to think, right, 2y times what would take me back to 6y? Well, 2 times 3 gets me 6, and I've already got my y out the front. So 2y times 3, that'll give me 6y. Next, I need to think 2y times what would get me to negative 10y squared. Well, 2 times negative 5 will take me to negative 10. And I've got a 2y at the front. So right now that would get me to negative 10y, but I want it to be negative 10y squared. So I'm going to have to put another y in there. Let's have a look at another example. Here I've got an expression 6ab minus 10a squared b plus 8ab. My first step is to find the highest common factor. I'm going to look across all of these. I can see my highest common algebraic factor is ab. And across all my numbers, well, they're all even. So 2 goes into all of them. And I can't do anything higher. So my highest common factor is 2ab. Now I'm going to rewrite. I've got my highest common factor there. And then I'm going to set up my brackets, ready to write in 3 terms such that I could get back to my original equation if I expanded. 2a times what is 6ab? Well, 2 times 3 is 6, and I've already got my ab there. Next, I've got 2a times what would give me negative 10a squared b. Well, 2 times negative 5 gives me negative 10. And then I want to get to a squared, so I'm going to put another a next to here. But I don't need to worry about that b because I've already got the b out the front. Last, I need to think 2ab times what would give me 8ab. Well, 2 times 4 is 8. And I've already got the AB at the front, so I don't need to worry about anything else. It was a positive 8, so I'm going to put a plus here.